Get crazy, get wild, let's party, get loud. If you wanna have fun and do something, if you wanna have fun and do something. Get crazy, get wild, let's party, get loud. If you wanna have fun and do something, if you wanna have fun and do something.
Walk in the club with no ID. Girls on my jock 'cause I'm VIP. Your man can't do what I can do.
What's your name?
I'm Sky Blue.
Welcome back, teenagers. I'm Riley. And I'm Cass, and we're your anchors this week. First up, we have Abby Brown with information on an avalanche survivor. Thanks, guys. I'm here in Washington where an avalanche recently happened.
Well-equipped and familiar with the terrain, about a dozen expert skiers were making their way through 1.5 feet of fresh snow when an avalanche hit them in an out-of-bounds area near a popular Washington ski resort. 3 men were killed Sunday when they were swept about a quarter mile down a canyon, and a 4th skier caught up in the slide was saved by a safety device. The large group had split into 3 smaller groups before the avalanche, but all the backcountry skiers were buried to some extent. Those who were able to free themselves rushed to dig out the victims and unsuccessfully performed CPR on the 3.
What would you do if you were in an avalanche?
If I was in an avalanche, I'd probably die.
What would you do if you were in an avalanche?
I think I would make the world's biggest snowman.
If I was in an avalanche, I would die because it's physically impossible.
What would you do if you were in an avalanche?
I'd like to hold my breath, try to sled down it.
I don't know. That's what I do in an avalanche.
That's all from Washington. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Peanut. Looks like that avalanche isn't getting a sticker this 9 weeks.
Enough of that cold weather. Let's head over to the beach with Elise Chappie.
Thanks, guys. The question of the week is, what 3 things would you want with you if you were stranded on a deserted island? What 3 things would you bring with you if you were stranded on a deserted island?
I'd bring a book how to build a boat. I'd build it, bring an axe. I'd bring a freaking lighter so I can have a campfire.
Water, books, and then someone really hot.
My children, chocolate, and drinking materials and supplies.
Swim trunks, a boat, and stuff to go scuba diving.
I think I would just bring my cell phone and you wouldn't need anything else because then somebody could come save me if I had my phone.
I'd take extra clothes, food.
I'd bring a mattress,
soap.
maybe a pillow too, because like sometimes when I sleep, like my neck would kinks and like it won't be a good day. And I can't just like live on a deserted island with a kinked neck.
Well, personally, I wouldn't mind being on an island right now. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Leash. Cass, what would you keep with you if you were stranded on an island?
A volleyball, an ice skate blade for dental purposes, and an extra pair of socks.
And here's Danny with this week's sports update.
Hi, I'm Danny. I'm here with the sports at James A. Garfield, and today we have the boys that wrestled this weekend, and they were at sectionals, and then they're going to districts next weekend.
A small but mighty squad of Garfield wrestlers traveled to Garfield Heights to compete in the regional finals this weekend. Junior Kevin Stock placed first in the 182-pound weight class. Sophomore Aaron Yonker took second at 160 pounds. Sophomore Tanner Bontrager took fourth at the 170-pound weight class, and senior Devin Dressler took fourth at heavyweight. Because of their hard work and dedication, these 4 will be competing this weekend in Columbus at the state tournament. Congratulations to wrestlers and coaches. Garfield couldn't be more proud. After yet another phenomenal season, both the boys and girls bowling teams fell short of advancing to state last weekend during regional tournaments at Twin Star Lanes. Although this brings their season to a close, both teams were again triumphant in winning yet another PTC championship. Well done, bowlers. The girls basketball team saw their season come to an end when they were defeated last Thursday by second-seeded Berkshire at Barberton High School during sectional tournament play. Way to give it your all, ladies. Before last Friday night's basketball game, Mrs. Bell and Student Council held a spaghetti dinner with proceeds going to support Porter Lions. The community really came through in purchasing dinners, heart suckers and necklaces, and even Dippin' Dots, all to help out the Lions family. T-shirts were also sold for the Rivalry for the Cause game, and Porter was even on hand to thank everyone at halftime. The boys basketball team played their hearts out, but fell a few points short of defeating the visiting Wyndham Bombers. Congratulations to Cody Berg in scoring a career record 1,000 points, and to all the boys for a great season. The boys basketball team will take on Newton Falls tonight at 8 o'clock at Howland High School in their sectional tournament. Good luck, guys.
Hey, that was the sports of the week. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Better luck next season, guys.
With more news on the court, here's Cody.
Come on down and watch the high school team play the Hiram team and Team Amish face the alumni team at the 4th annual Donkey basketball game on March 3rd from 7 to 9 p.m. in the high school gym. Sponsored by the Garfield softball team, pre-sale tickets are $6. If you come late, you pay $8. There will be free donkey rides for kids 12 and under. For more information, contact Coach Downing. Now, let's see who here in the halls of GHS has the testicular fortitude to ride a donkey.
You riding a donkey?
Yeah.
Are you riding a donkey?
No.
Are you riding a donkey?
No.
Are you riding a donkey?
There's an S with my name on it.
Now that we're done donkeying around, back to you guys, Riley and Cassidy.
Do I even have to say it, Cody?
And here's Leanne with this week's Behind the G-Man.
Hey GHS, I'm here with this week's Behind the G-Men on Mr. Walker. Mr. Walker has been teaching for 13 years. He went to college at the University of Mount Union, where he played tennis. His hobbies are playing vintage baseball, wrestling, officiating, playing the piano, and hanging out with his kids. He was the high school track coach for 8 years and the cross-country coach for 5 years. He also was a middle school wrestling coach for 5 years. Mr. Walker has 3 kids: Josiah, who is 8, Samuel, who is 4, and Elliot, who is 8 weeks old. How do you guys feel about Mr. Walker as a teacher?
I think Mr. Walker is a really good teacher.
Walker is an awesome guy. He's really nice, cool, really cares.
Mr. Walker is my hero, and I love him. He is the most beautiful person I've ever seen. I love you, Mr. Walker.
I think he's a really good teacher, and I love his beard and his hair and the shirts he wears.
It's pretty nice. Yeah, it's really nice. He's a good teacher. He has a cool beard.
I think he's a really good teacher. The way he styles his notes and just stands up there and entertains us is really cool.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I remember having Mr. Walker back in class. He was a good old guy. He'd give me homework assignments, I'd finish them. Yeah, I like Mr. Walker. He's a good teacher. Good teacher, yeah. Good children, too. Yay!
That's Mr. Walker for you. Now back to Riley and Cassidy in the studio.
Until next week, GHS, I'm Riley.
And I'm Cass. Piece
of paper!